Every now and then when I'm looking for pictures for videos, I stumble upon a website called blackcelebritykids.com, and the website consists of exactly what the name says, pictures of kids of black celebrities. And one brood that you will inevitably run across if you keep navigating around the site is the children of Seal and Heidi Klum. Usually there will be several pictures of the child or children, and then up under that there's a place for people to leave comments. There was one discussion that was being had in the comment section of the site about Heidi and Seal's two sons, Henry and Johan. Now, I remember when the boys were younger, like babies and toddlers, that people would constantly make comments like, why don't they cut their hair? And I agreed with those people because personally, if they had been my sons, I would have gave them a cute fade. But as the boys got a bit older, then the comments changed to just asking why they didn't cut Henry's hair. Now, of course, there were still people asking why don't they cut both of their hair, but the attention seemed to shift more onto Henry's head. Now, as we can see, these boys have two different hair textures. Now, I don't know all the technical names that people have given to the different textures of black hair, but as you can see, Johan's hair is not as kinky as Henry's. So I guess someone had raved about how cute Johan's hair was, but then turned around and asked why they didn't give Henry a haircut. And that simple little comment set the whole thread off. Why does Henry need a haircut but Johan doesn't? Both of those boys have beautiful hair. You're just showing favoritism to curly hair. What's the matter? Henry's hair not good enough for you? Would you say the same thing if Henry had the same hair as Johan? Why can't black people see the beauty in kinky hair? And on and on and on and on. After thinking about it for a moment, I was more irritated with the people who were responding to this comment than the person that made it. Why? Because I hate when people pretend not to know what you're talking about just because they're trying to prove a point. And just because they have chosen to ignore the obvious, they expect you to ignore it as well. I believe that the people who responded to that person's comments knew full well why some people were prescribing a haircut for Henry, but not Johan. The 10,000-pound elephant in the room is that most of the time, Johan's hair looks groomed and Henry's does not. Even though both boys are sporting kind of wild hairstyles, Henry's hair looks like he just rolled out of bed. But what some people seem to want you to do is to ignore that and pretend, I guess, for lack of a better word, that his hair looks good so they can prove that they support natural hair. Or to push the agenda of natural hair, which I don't have a problem with pushing natural hair, but let's not turn natural hair into meaning that you don't do or groom your hair. Natural just means you don't alter the texture of your hair, and for some people it means you don't change the color of it, but whatever. Now, I understand why those people are responding the way they are. It's because natural black hair has been looked down on for so long that they feel the need to defend it no matter what. It's the same thing that's been done with biracial children. Some people, when they're trying to show support for biracial children or that they don't have a problem with it, they'll say how beautiful the child is even if they're just average looking. Same thing with dark-skinned people. If a person is trying to push the agenda that dark-skinned people are just as beautiful as everybody else, they'll start defending any and every dark-skinned person as beautiful whether they are or not. Well, I'm not going to do that. I can still support biracial people, but not call every biracial person beautiful, and I can support dark-skinned people without calling every dark-skinned person beautiful, and I can support natural hair while still saying that this little boy's hair looks ungroomed. Now, I know that some of the people on that board were saying that Henry needs a haircut simply because his hair is kinky, but that's not what I'm saying, and I'm not even saying he needs a haircut. I'm just saying do his hair, and if it's not too much trouble, give him a hairstyle that complements his hair type. And I'm not just blowing smoke here or saying this for my health. This is a relevant point because stuff like this can affect how black children feel about their hair. If Henry is constantly hearing people compliment his brother's hair and not his, which they'll probably just compliment his just so he won't feel bad, but after a while he probably will be able to tell a sincere compliment from a pity compliment. But they should give this child a hairstyle that makes him look good. Maybe give him some twists like Jaden Smith or some braids. Or if they want to go with the afro look, make sure it stays shaped up. Here's Ice Cube's son. See, his hair looks groomed. It looks shaped up. It looks moisturized. It looks like he actually combed his hair. It might be that Henry is too young to wear that hairstyle right now because when you have an afro and you have a certain type of hair, if you lay down and you get back up, your hair is going to be flat wherever you lay down. And if his hair is going to get reshaped every time it comes in contact with something, then maybe he's too young. Maybe they need to explore hairstyles that keep his hair from going all over the place. And I know some people might still be thinking, well, so what if his hair gets messed up? He's just a little kid. Well, you may say that now, but then you wonder why later on in life some black people have issues with their hair, especially black women. I mean, just imagine if these two kids were girls. And Seal and Heidi just had a baby girl together, so hopefully they keep her hair done. It's even more important for a girl. I mean, look at Zahara Jolie Pitt. There's just no reason, with all the resources that those two people have, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie that is, there's no reason for this girl's hair to be looking like this. They don't even have to get some top hairstylist to do her hair. They can go pick some girl up in the hood who's 16 years old and pay her $100 and let her braid this girl's hair. If the other kid's hair looks like it's been done, her hair should look done too, even if you have to spend extra time on it. But anyway, I'm in support of natural hair, but I'm not going to turn the meaning of natural hair into you just let your hair do whatever. I'm not going to turn it into you don't groom it and take care of it. Henry's hair looks very dry and unmoisturized and ungroomed. Having natural hair doesn't absolve you from doing your child's hair. Keep black children's hair and all black hair looking groomed and presentable. And just like there's a difference between this and this, there's a difference between this and this. And there's also a difference between this and this. In half those pictures the hair doesn't look done or it doesn't look kept up, and in the other half the hair looks like it's been done and maintained. Natural needs to mean not chemically treated, not ungroomed. And for the record, I have natural hair myself. I have locks. And when I came on the webcam on Style Show, people saw that. And for yet another record, Black Love Rules, you're wrong, I am black, it's been confirmed.